This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it's so good to have you on WKYT to start off this day. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It is Wednesday, October 19th, and it's a busy one in our newsroom.
Oh, we've had a lot going on in the overnight hours. The time now 6:31. We continue to follow the latest in an officer-involved shooting in Bourbon County. We now know a lot more about the incident and how the officer escaped without injury. And that story is just ahead.
And in response to threatening rumors, students at a Central Kentucky high school will see an increased police presence on campus today.
And a Kentucky man makes an unusual discovery right under the hood of his car. It's pretty amazing. That and more just ahead on WKYT This Morning.
Well, Micah, this has been a busy week for you.
Yeah.
Every day is just something different. Yeah.
It is about time. You got to remember, it's been 17 days since Bluegrass Airport has actually picked up measurable amounts of precipitation. So it just goes to show you, it's been very dry. I know a lot of us are needing the rain, wanting the rain, and trust me on this, it's coming. It's not today. Today you will have a chance. It's mainly central and northern zones that you have a couple of showers, a couple of rumbles of thunder, but it's not widespread. Tomorrow is widespread. We're going to be talking about that further detail in just a few minutes. Right now we're in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It all depends on where you live. The reason why we're so much warmer central and northern zones is because of cloud cover. 72 degrees there in Moorhead. It's 59 right now in London. So we'll go over the forecast for tomorrow because that's really our main concern. Severe weather threats with us, maybe even some patchy frost as we head towards your weekend. That gets your attention. I'll have that in just a few minutes.
And now the latest from WKYT News. We continue this morning to track the latest developments in central Kentucky in a situation where state police say one person is dead after shooting at a police officer in Bourbon County.
We want to get you up to speed. This all started around 9:30 last night at a home on Brent Street. That's off of Main Street in Paris. There are a few things we still don't know this morning, but WKYT's Lauren Miner is tracking down those answers for you right now. She joins us now live in Paris.
Good morning, Andrea. As you can see behind me, police still remain on scene this morning. They have been here since 9:30 last night. They have 19th Street blocked off at Brent Street. I spoke with Kentucky State Police earlier this morning who say they will be releasing further details later on today. But this is what they could tell me right now. They have confirmed that the man who shot a Paris police officer is dead this morning after a lengthy standoff. Police say it was around 9:30. Paris police and KSP were called here to a home on Brent Street for a burglary investigation. Officers tell us when they tried to make contact with the person at the home, shots were fired and a police officer was hit. Police say the bullet hit the officer's bulletproof vest but was not injured. Hours later, the suspect who shot the officer was confirmed dead. They are still investigating the cause of his death.
It's always nerve-wracking, and you know, the first thing you ask, you know, how is everybody, and they advised me, you know, when they called me out that the officer is all right. So it's, you know, take a breath there. And when your phone rings at 11 o'clock at night and you're calling you and it's post calling you out, you know something bad's happened. And then when they say it's a police involved, and it really kind of gears it up a little bit. But thank goodness, you know, everybody was all right. So at that point, and unfortunately, it ended the way it ended.
A very scary situation. The suspect's name has not yet been released. We will be sure to update you, though, throughout the morning as we get new details. Reporting live in Paris, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Now to an update in Woodford County. A stretch of I-64 closed because of a deadly crash has just reopened. The westbound lanes were closed for more than 8 hours after a semi crashed near Midway. The coroner says the passenger in the semi, 37-year-old David Scott from Arizona, was killed. The driver, thankfully, is okay.
Tragic situation there. Now the interstate is moving, but those of you commuting from Lexington over into Frankfort by the thousands, you may have some delays in that area continuing. There's going to be some extra security on the campus of a Central Kentucky high school today. Leaders say that is a precaution because it's following some rumors. Michelle Chamberlain at the WKYT Alert Desk with details. Michelle?
Yeah, and those leaders say a group of students got into a fight at the school last week and were suspended. But school leaders say rumors then spread that there would be another fight among the suspended students when they return to school today. School leaders say they've talked to the suspended students and their parents and feel everything has been sorted out. Now, school leaders say they don't anticipate anything happening today, but there will be an increased security presence as a precaution. Bill?
Thank you, Michelle. Police are also investigating after a student brought a gun to school in Martin County. The sheriff's office says the gun was brought to Sheldon Clark High School. Superintendent Larry James says he handles the situation with maximum disciplinary action. James says no one has been charged at this time.
Well, now is the time of year when many parents update the medicine cabinet to prepare for the coughs and colds that tend to come with the season changes. But as WKYT Miranda Combs finds out, there's something that parents could be overlooking, and it could be dangerous.
Dr. Elizabeth Hawes is seeing a lot of upper respiratory ailments in her little patients these days.
They need to use the 160 per 5.
And she has a warning for parents as the flu season rolls on.
It's easy to double down on something you didn't mean to do.
She's talking about too much acetaminophen, brand name Tylenol.
Tylenol is one of the most common poisonings we see, so kids can get liver failure from Tylenol poisoning.
She says many times parents don't realize that those over-the-counter drugs used to relieve coughs and colds may already have acetaminophen in them. So if a parent gives their child the cough and cold medicine and a regular dose of acetaminophen,
And if you don't realize it, you give them that, and then you give them Tylenol on top of it, and you've overdosed them.
she says it's easy to do, and she sees it a lot.
Do you know when you go in there as a mom, there's like a million medicines, and a lot of those have Tylenol in them. You know, they're like a combination of like Sudafed and Robitussin and Tylenol all in the same thing.
The best advice is to look at the labels of those over-the-counter multi-symptom relief medicines.
If you're using like the over-the-counter cough and cold medicine, you just need to read and see if it already has it in there.
Because this is just the beginning of those cold months that bring on the colds and coughs. In Lexington, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
There are apps you can download that will tell you exactly how much medicine to give your child. If you are concerned you have given your child too much, Dr. Haas says don't hesitate to call Poison Control.
Lexington police are trying to figure out who set up fake GoFundMe pages attempting to take advantage and raise money using Trinity Gay's name. We're told that 2 fake pages have now been deactivated. Police say the Gay family had nothing to do with either. The 15-year-old was shot and killed over the weekend outside of a Lexington restaurant. Her family says she was an innocent bystander who was caught in the crossfire. 3 men are facing charges in connection with her death. In a statement, a GoFundMe spokesperson says the company takes fraud seriously, and they say they're refunding any donations made to that page. And funeral arrangements have now been set for Trinity. A visitation will be held Saturday morning from 9 until noon at Southland Christian Church on Harrodsburg Road. Her funeral will follow at noon.
Police are trying to track down an inmate who escaped custody in Lewis County. According to the Lewis County Herald, police say 20-year-old Sean Ogden walked away from a work detail. He's a state inmate who is being held at the Lewis County Detention Center. Police say Ogden is from Frankfort and serving a 3-year sentence for a theft conviction in Franklin County. They say he would have been eligible for parole November 1st. A Kentucky couple is accused of abusing a 2-month-old baby. Stephanie Shepard and Nicholas Wilson are facing criminal abuse charges out of Ohio County. State police say the victim was brought to the hospital in Louisville with fractured ribs and internal trauma.
Lexington police have named a suspect in connection to robberies at 2 businesses last week. Police have an arrest warrant out for Orlando Wright of Yazoo City, Mississippi. He is facing robbery charges. Last Wednesday, police say Wright robbed Advance America on Southland Drive and the GameStop on East Reynolds Road. They say Wright showed a gun during both of those robberies. Police released surveillance pictures from both stores, and they think Wright could still be in the central Kentucky area.
All right, let's lighten things up a little bit, shall we? An unusual critter was found in southern Kentucky, and a man says he found an armadillo in his car.
An armadillo always lightens up the mood.
It does, doesn't it?
And yeah, we are talking about an armadillo like out in Texas. Jonathan Muncie says he heard something strange in his car as he was driving to work, but he couldn't figure out what in the world it was. Once he finally got to work in Somerset, he opened up the car hood and he saw that armadillo in his engine.
I mean, I could barely see anything. I just could basically see the skin color, which was really light. And so that's when I just thought it was possum, because I would have never heard of an armadillo being here.
Kentucky Fish and Wildlife officers were called out to the armadillo, which, by the way, did survive the car ride, and they say they are not sure where it came from.
Yeah, because those aren't supposed to be in Kentucky in the first place, so
they
of course.
clarified that, that's right. Not indigenous to this part of the country.
How bizarre is that? Well, I'm glad he was able to survive in the engine as he drove to work. Like, all's well that ends well.
Just makes you wonder, was it a prank or did the armadillo, how did it get here?
Good story.
Anyway, well,
good story there.
We'll follow up if there is one. 6:41 now on WKYT this morning.
Let's see how traffic is moving this morning.
Here's Officer Don with a check of live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. First look at Tates Creek Road inbound from Manowar past the Circle. No complaints there. Even Nicholasville Road from Jessamine County, Brannon Crossing looks okay, and no major delays on the north side. Inner and outer loops between North Broadway over to Liberty Road. That area off to a great start. Overall traffic flows in good shape, and it's a beautiful morning so far with no significant issues to deal with through our major intersections. Now back to you in the studio.
Okay, it sounds good. Things are certainly improving, and glad to know that I-64 westbound, while slow, is reopened this morning there along the Scott-Woodford County line. We have a lot more news coming up for you on WKYT on your Wednesday morning, and this story is amazing.
It's really good. We'll show you the moment a little girl can hear for the very first time. Spectacular. They caught this on camera. That's coming up after Micah's forecast.
And we have a front over us, really just to the north of us. Does it slide through today or tomorrow? We're going to go over that because when this front slides through, we're talking plenty of rain. Not only that, a severe weather threat and maybe even some patchy frost to talk about. Have all that in your 7-day up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
All depends on where you live, which will depend on the way it feels outside. Down south, we're actually in the 50s, 59 degrees there in London. May hit a record later on this afternoon. The record's at 84. We'll see if we'll top out at 84 degrees. If so, there in London, that will be the third consecutive day we've actually done that. 72 degrees there in Moorhead. The reason why it's warmer, much warmer that is, central northern zones, because cloud cover. And the reason why the cloud cover is here because we actually have some rain falling across the region. Far northern Kentucky, Grant, Pendleton County, Bracken County, work your way into Boone, Kenton, and Campbell counties. That's where you're seeing a few showers roll on by. And that's really the best chance of rain today. That front doesn't move all that much. The farther north you are, the better opportunity to actually see rain. There is a 10% chance south of I-64, but obviously virtually most of us stay dry. So the area that we're really watching is the area I've highlighted here. Across 64, Lexington, I'd give it about a 40% chance of rain. You got to remember, though, when you see these percentages, you got to think about it this way. 40% of us will have a rain chance in this area, but 60% of us will not get rain in that area. The best opportunity is northbound. The farther north you go towards Cincinnati, the best chance of actually picking up on some rain. Half an inch to about 1.5 inches of rain is expected as you look at these numbers across the region through Friday. And so it's not only heavy rain with this, but you're also talking about the potential for an isolated severe cell. Here's high school football forecast. Once that rain pushes on through, tomorrow it's more about just kind of how spotty it starts to pop up and move on through. This isn't a line, so I can't give you a 3-hour window saying at this time around your house, here comes some storms. It's just going to be kind of spread out here and there. So I'd say afternoon and evening it starts to move on in. The heaviest is really evening and night. That pushes on through Friday morning and leaves us with a pretty clear Friday night football forecast. But the problem is that cold air is rushing on in. It's 52 there at the start of the football game, but it's 46 by the finish. I mean, it's going to be very chilly. If you're one of those working in those concession stands, you might want to pack up on some hot cocoa because everybody will be wanting that as we head toward Friday evening. Off towards your Saturday, EKU actually has a big ball game this Saturday. Now, that's going to be versus Jacksonville State. You got to remember, Jacksonville State in FCS is number 2 in the nation. So this is a huge game. It's homecoming. I mean, you don't want to miss out on that 3 p.m. Saturday there in Richmond. UK football going on Saturday evening at 7:30. That's going to be a different feel. 3 p.m. is going to be more like 57 degrees. But you get up for 7:30 for the UK game, that's going to be more like sitting there around 49, 50 degrees. It's going to be pretty chill.
You look like you're ready for EKU.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you for homecoming?
Well, I have talked to people who are going to try to make both games. So,
oh, my God.
You can probably do that.
It's possible.
Yeah,
you know,
it'll be tough.
It'll be a busy Saturday.
That's right.
A lot of football. 6:48 our time this morning, and this next story is sure to tug on your heart this morning. Cameras were rolling as a little girl hears for the very first time. Take a listen.
I love you the most.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is Gracie Tinch and her grandmother, Lori Tinch. Now, Gracie was born deaf, but now she has a cochlear implant to be able to hear. Both Gracie and Lori are living in an emergency Red Cross shelter after Hurricane Matthew hit South Carolina. Lori says this is the moment her granddaughter has been waiting for.
She's taught us a lot. Her being deaf, she's taught us a lot. She's actually taught us a lot more than what we've taught her.
FEMA will be out in their hometown to assess the damage to their home. In the meantime, the Tinches say they are grateful to the Red Cross for providing them a place to stay. So many layers to that story, just heart-wrenching.
A lot of difficulty, but isn't it amazing for us to be able to share in that special moment?
I know.
That's really cool.
So sweet.
Oh,
so sweet. She's cute as a button.
Yeah, 6:49 the time on WKYT this morning. We're rolling towards 7 o'clock and CBS This Morning on the way shortly.
Keep it here on WKYT.
Coming up, how might tonight's presidential debate impact the course of the election? We'll look at each candidate's strategies. Plus, Governor John Kasich joins us for our Issues That Matter series to talk about our nation's economy. More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.
The time is now 6:52, and there they are setting up, getting ready to go with CBS This Morning. In just a few minutes, a look at the strategies of both the presidential candidates going into tonight's final debate.
That and more coming up on CBS This Morning. Meanwhile, here in Kentucky, we've been following two big stories this morning, including the shooting of a Paris police officer.
WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain joining us now with a look at what is trending on the web right now. Michelle?
Yeah, good morning. That officer is okay this morning. That's because police say he was shot in his bulletproof vest. Now the man who shot the officer, we've learned, is dead. State police aren't saying how he died. This all went down on Brent Street in Paris. No names have been released. And I-64 in Woodford County is back open after a deadly semi-crash near the Midway exit. The coroner says the passenger, a man from Arizona, was killed. The driver is okay. And Madison Central High School students will notice increased security at school today. It comes after rumors spread of a threat to the students. School leaders say they don't anticipate anything happening today. And Keeneland opens back up today. Check out our website for today's weather. That includes a major cold front coming up. Go to WKYT.com for your forecast, along with all of today's news. Plus, you'll see that story on the armadillo found in the guy's car, right? What a crazy story.
You know, it's interesting. Sometimes it's the stories like that that really take off as far as
they always
people checking it out on the web, you know?
My mom said armadillo.
Armadillo.
Andrea, she'd be mad at me for pronouncing the O.
Oh, okay.
All right. Switching gears now, new this morning, cleaning out your medicine cabinet can help keep your family safe.
An important thing to do from time to time. Law enforcement in Frankfort have now joined state officials and the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America. They're launching My Old Meds Kentucky. Sort of like the song. The campaign is meant to educate everyone on safe medicine disposal in order to prevent prescription drug abuse. You can visit the My Old Meds website for steps on how to safely dispose of unused medications in your home. You can also find community drop-off locations. Important not to just throw those in the trash.
Absolutely. Police in Whitley County are continuing to warn businesses about some fake $100 bills being passed around. They say the bills are passing counterfeit tests, and in one case, police say the money was used to pay property taxes at the sheriff's office. Now, they say the fake money is turning up in Williamsburg and Corbin. Investigators say they've now contacted the Secret Service over the matter, but no arrests have been made so far. We are tracking an investigation into some vandalism in Laurel County. The sheriff's office says some people broke into the old CTA building lot on Robert E. Cox Road and vandalized property there. Deputies shared this picture on your screen right now showing some of the vandalism. At this point, they say they don't have any suspects in the case.
Time this morning is 6:55 here on WKYT. Transylvania University is getting ready to celebrate what has quickly, in just a matter of a few years, become a popular Halloween tradition right here in Lexington.
For good reason. It's fun. The 6th annual Pumpkin Mania will be next Tuesday. Everyone in the community is invited to come out. There will be trick-or-treating from 6 to 7 p.m. and at 7, hundreds of jack-o'-lanterns will be lit up on the steps of Old Morrison off West 3rd Street. So pretty fun event. I can see why it's become popular so quickly.
Math is cool, that one, Sam,
I know.
I think. Yeah, all right.
Teacher.
There you go. All right.
Gotta be.
Could be. Future teacher. All right. Stately has just released a new map showing the searches that each state has going on as far as Google searches. Some of the results are pretty funny, actually.
We were talking about these this morning. They are funny. Okay, so here's the map. How to talk dirty was searched the most in Kentucky, more than any other state. And in Texas, it's how to sell your soul. So, all right.
Well.
The map is hard to see, so here's a list. In Montana, how to hard-boil eggs is the most searched thing. How to get rid of cockroaches is popular in South Carolina. Indiana is a weird one. It's how to Google something. Googling how to Google something.
All right.
Mom does that. And people in Florida want to know how to get out of Florida. Oh, those are funny. And there's some other funny ones. You want to go check out that list because it will have you cracking up all morning.
How to talk dirty in Kentucky?
We're so I thought it was how to grow a beard.
Okay.
One list said how to grow a beard for Kentucky.
Well, how to deal with cooler air, because we're going to have to do that, Micah, in the next couple of days.
Yes, we will. We have a little rain far northern Kentucky, and basically it stays there. You could have a small chance of rain across central zones, but this does include Lexington. But it's not a great chance today. It is a better chance tomorrow.
Well, nobody is more up to date than you to start your day. Thank you for being on WKYT.
Have a good one, everybody.